slept all night under the Wise Owl Rainfly. It has been raining. If you listen closely, you can hear the pitter-patter. It has repelled Ohio's beautiful buckeyes, pelting it all night. It has managed to collect some leaves, as all tarps do, during the fall season. As you can see, it is not sagged all night. I don't know if you can tell or not. I'm actually inside the hammock, but the ridge line is kept up really high and nice. It seems to still be taut. I've kept its shape all night. As far as practical use, I'm dry and I don't see any moisture beating up on the inside. It looks like it'll stay on the outside and drip right off. I did use Tech Wash and rain repellent on this one. Just like you would wash a rain jacket, I washed the tarp like that. So, but yeah, I mean, I was a little reluctant at first because of the sewing and stuff, but I think it's going to hold up. I think it's a good tarp, and the price can't be beat. I was a little worried. It seemed like a thinner tarp, but it looks like it keeps out the rain. So, not a bad job, Wise Owl. So here is, and I'm going to show you the before video. I mean, I've already taken it, but I just got to mesh it into this video, I guess. But, this is my cleanup job afterwards, where I cleaned up some of the extra loose threads and stuff. I haven't went over perfect yet, and I can glue up some of the ends, but it doesn't seem to be falling apart yet. It does seem like it's going to hold up, and I mean, I've got a lot of pressure on this thing. As you can see, it's pretty taut. Here I wanted to show you some of the sewing quality. I'll try to show you the best I can here. It's actually pretty good, not really symmetrical, but pretty redundant, very thorough. There was a couple things that I didn't like, and let me get those. Like here, for example, you can see they left a lot of the string just kind of haphazard on there. Like they didn't bother to take time to cut that off or anything. Here, it was pretty bad actually. Like I'm not sure if that matters or not. I'm going to clean it up and try to snip all these wires, or the strings off. I'm going to try to snip all these strings off and see if that is structural or if it's just cosmetic. But just to me, like, just the work's in the little details, right? And they sent out 20 coupons to try this new tarp, and I don't know, I guess if I was putting out a beta tarp or something, I would have maybe spent a little more time cutting some string off. I mean, literally it's like hanging like all over. So I mean, other than that, the tarp looks really great. It doesn't seem to have any holes in it. It seems like pretty strong stuff. The seams around the end seem really good. These are pretty cool. They do cinch up well. Word of the wise, they do not uncinch well, so you have to kind of like do this slack trick to get them back. That'll take a little experimentation, but I would suggest just throwing your own knot on the end and using it as an adjustment on your ridge line. What I do whenever I get a tarp that I plan on using at all, I leave their original non-reflective line right here, which I wish they all came with reflective lines in 2 different colors. It would be perfect. I'll explain why. Because when I take this out, I know right away the 2 non-reflective black ones are the ones that go to my ridge line, right? And that's especially helpful if you're trying to set up in the night. Like there's sometimes I come out here in the middle of the night, pitch dark, and try to set up. I don't need all the extra guesswork, right? So here I put on a red ridge line. For all the other tie out points, it's red. So, and this is the reflective stuff, so you can see it at night when you're walking around with the flashlight. Again, trying to show you the stitching quality. It seems to be sloppy overkill, and that'll do, right? Like, I'd rather sloppy overkill than pretty fancy and not enough. This seems to be doing really well. The way the angles and the tensions work, it seems like it would hold up. It seems like a lot of the tension isn't actually on the sewing except for maybe right there. But if you adjust your angles out right, and get them pulling at generally a 45-degree angle or a 90-degree angle to that seam there, I'm trying to use my tripod as a line up here, but if you do that, then I think that it will be pretty strong, and there's not actually as much stress as you would think on these points because the actual fabric itself loops back around, so it's pull-out strength, it's not pull-this-way strength. And then again, the ridgeline joints, everything seems to be pretty sturdy. It actually seems that you can see this is right now, I don't know if I can get it or not, but this is actually a pretty taut sewing. When you can go like this and the whole thing twists like that, it's pretty rigid, and it seems to be holding up. I mean, it stayed nice and elevated from my hammock last night, and there was no fabric stretch that I could tell. Like some of these I see them, they start drooping down when they get wet or whatever, right? This one doesn't have it. Got the picture of the owl there. I like it. This may become my fairly warm weather rainfall. We'll see how it holds up over time. I'll definitely be revisiting this. I'll try to wear it out, see how fast I can, guys, and I'll get back to you.